There we go. All right, you guys. I am so excited. I want to introduce y'all to Tom. He is brand new and he is joining our accelerator team. So we are just super excited to have him. And this is kind of what I wanted to talk about tonight. We kind of went over last week. I know Valerie, you weren't here, but and I tried to get you that. But we talked about the mindset last week, right? About how what you really think about is what you start focusing on is what really comes into reality. And I hope that y'all enjoyed that training. I kind of want to bounce off of that a little bit tonight. Have y'all ever been around a narcissistic person?
Yes.
Okay. So this is going a narcissistic, like a person that has narcissism.
Yes.
So I think we've all kind of encountered that at one time or another in our life. So I had a person in my life that was like that and was in my life a long time, not by choice, but by just the way family was. And it was fun. I'm gonna tell y'all that was fun.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
but the thing is that they would do something and somehow or another turn it around and make it think it was my fault that everything happened. Right. So I literally had to unlearn some things and relearn. And I was thinking about that today because I was thinking about obstacles and what that is and in my journey through Legal Shield. And I was thinking about this person in my life and I thought that is so similar. So our business can be very narcissistic to us, right? And this is what I'm talking about. So you come into Legal Shield and you're all excited, right? I know I was my friend. We've been friends like 30 years, and like he knew me when I was way younger. And he called me and he said, "Hey, I need you to do Legal Shield. You would be great. You're not doing anything. You're just sitting at home, and you were so successful in Mary Kay. You can do this, blah 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 blah." And I'm like, "Okay." So I signed up, and I get to sending out things. Of course, now let's back up because I didn't go through training. I thought since I was a big deal in Mary Kay that I could just swing into this and just fly with it, right? So that's why I tell y'all don't do what I did. Go through the trainings. So I thought that I could just bypass that and go through and just do it my way. And so I did a few videos, whatever, because I heard, just like y'all heard, you send 2 exposures a day, that will lead you up to $100,000 a year, right? So I'm thinking, okay, so I sent out these videos and I called David like a week later and I was like, this stuff just don't work. And I said, I just don't know. And he said, Tammy, he said, you're not even doing it right. I mean, this is a friend that can be a friend to me. Like, tell me straight up, you are screwing this up. And I said, okay. And so I kind of had to backtrack. And anyway, long story short, here I am. So I was thinking today about our obstacles and the obstacles that I have gone through. So one of the first ones that I went through was my family, and the people that were closest to me. They all thought I was nuts. They didn't think I had a real job, and I said, "Well, okay." So as I have matured, because I'm 55 years old, I don't think I'm old, but I call myself maturing. So at 55 years old, I know now that how I look at things and how things come out is my perception, right? So I can have a really bad day, sort of, and how I play that over in my mind really is how it comes out to be. Okay. So this is how I relate this to my Legal Shield business. I could have 3 bad calls back to back and people telling me no, or this is a scam, or what else have I heard before? Oh, this is an MLM. I've heard all that. And I could say, well, there you go. You know, that's just what it is. Or I could say, how, okay, these people are telling me this, so how do I direct that? So, what I have learned to do in these obstacles like that, and what I'm saying by narcissism is that your mind, your own self can sabotage you. Like it really can sabotage you into thinking something totally. It's like, okay, my daughter works night shift, right? She has to drive through a really bad neighborhood to go to work, and it scares me to death because I just worry about her. So if I don't hear from her by 7:30 in the morning, um, my mind starts. You know, has somebody carjacked her? Has she had a flat tire? Has she done? I mean, you know, your mind just goes. So the same thing with your business is if somebody you call in to follow up, they don't answer. Well, they weren't interested. Um, you know, you can play whatever story, whatever movie you want to play in your head, and that's what's going to come out. Because if you hang on to the negativity of it, then you're just going to not make any more calls, right? So when I started working with my sales team, first of all, and y'all gonna laugh at this, I really didn't think anybody would listen to me because I talk a lot and fast, and I'm thinking I just don't know if people would relate to that. But then I've learned to be myself and I've learned to relax and to enjoy my business. So the story, the movie that I started in my head back in 2018 was this is for everybody else. Everybody else could do this because this was a little bit, it wasn't harder than Mary Kay for me, but it was more challenging because I had to learn a different product. I had to learn how to market that. So that was the movie I started playing. Well, then when my mind switched and I started thinking, you know what? These people like Mark, like he makes $70,000 a month. Like who would not want that kind of money? But look at him. He's a normal guy. You know, he's bald headed. He's got 10 kids. I mean, there's no way I'd want 10 kids. But he is a normal person. He made $1,500 a month when he started with 5 kids in an apartment with his wife. He's starting out just like us. He's starting out at the same place. We all start at the same place. So, my question to you tonight is what movie are you playing in your head right now? Are you saying there's no way that I can PC qualify? Today is what, the 23rd? Today's the 23rd. You all know that we have to PC qualify this month to be on target for that trip in Mexico. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I want to go on that trip. Jim Tanner talked about that trip and talked about how he had a butler for a week following him around. That was just amazing to me. I would love to experience that. So, and I would, you know, just be there with our Legal Shield family. And my dream is for my whole team to go so that we can have one big team meeting somewhere in Mexico next summer. So, but we all know that we have to PC qualify this month. You have to PC qualify all the way through the end of February. What does that mean? I know, Tom, you're kind of new, but that is getting 150 points by the end of the month. And you get that in different ways. And I'm going to put in on the group me, the flyer for PC this evening. So y'all have that. So what movie are you playing? Are you like right now? I am not a Millionaire Club member. I am a senior director. I just made senior director, and so I don't see that I see it as a stepping stone. I don't see myself equal to Jim Tanner because y'all know I love him, but I see myself at the same level as him because he went the same way I'm going. He did it the right way. So when I come across the obstacle now, I don't sit here and think about, well, the negative end of it. I think, how can I solve it? How can I overcome this? Right? Because obstacles are really made to strengthen us, they are not made to stop you. And I think a lot of people, when they start Legal Shield business, it's different. It's a different mindset than working an 8 to 5 job. But a lot of people stop because they say, I'm too busy. I don't have time. Nobody will buy this. I don't know how. Nobody will help me. All you can come up with every excuse in the world. Or you can look at this as God put this in my life for a reason. And if Jim can do it and Mark can do it and all these other people can do it, then I can do it. Now, age doesn't matter. I don't believe age matters. Somebody could start this business at 80 and be a millionaire club member. I mean, I think it starts all in your head. So we all know the 10 core commitments, about 2 exposures a day. Now, that doesn't mean that you just send out 2 videos and hope and pray they watch it, right? I've talked to y'all before about the 1 hour a day thing. This is focused work. If you can send out 5 videos, but you need to be having conversations with these people. This needs to be intense. It needs to be on purpose. You need to work on purpose. So it does not matter what area of focus you're going in. Adam, I know that you're new on this call too. So, your area of focus, it doesn't have to be something that's concrete. Like you could say, okay, I'm going to start out with family and friends, just like that's the way I started. So in the middle of that, I'm not telling you to stay with one area of focus. Switch over a little bit. Learn the small business part. You get real comfortable with that. Start CDLs. You get real comfortable with that. Go into the groups, whatever. Because here at the end of the day, you want to be an all service associate, right? No matter who you come in contact with, you want to be able to speak their language. Even with me, I work with my sales team. So I know how to do small businesses and all that. This is what I like to do. This is my sweet spot right here. This is what I like to do. I like doing these kinds of things. But I also know, how to deal with you. If somebody comes up with a CDL, that I thought, oh, okay, so I know that you get 2 tickets a year. You have to sit out for 30 days. I know that stuff because I went through the training. Right. And then, oh my gosh, yes. I said, well, let me tell you about a great plan that I have for you. Or, let me show you some information. Now, are y'all all familiar? I'm going to kind of jump around a little bit. Are y'all with me on this or am I totally losing y'all? Is this helping a little bit? Because it's kind of,
Hey, Tammy, you're doing great.
okay. Okay. So we have, let me get my my thingy up here. Hold on. Do y'all know how to explore in LS Engage a little bit? Have y'all been out there to kind of see what's there? Oh,
Yeah.
shucks. Okay.
I have.
So
Just
hold on, when I signed back in, it went crazy. Okay.
Oh, it was hers.
All right. So let me share my screen. Let me just show y'all this a little bit. Because no matter what your focus is, you can use this. So this is in LS Engage, okay? And if you go under resources, right here. This is going to bring you up to all the different areas, right? So you have network, business solutions, small business, you have all your stuff right here, okay? So let's say we go under network. There are so many flyers out here. Like, okay, here's one for business opportunity. Are you keeping your income options open? Here's a flyer. You can post this. You can print this. You can hand this out. And there's a place down here. I don't know if y'all can see it because of this, but it has a place for your name and your phone number, your website. Okay. There's so many. Okay, so you have your flat sheets on here. Like I'm just going down there. I'm trying to find the flat sheet. But there's so many. Like here's a $64.90 legal and ID shield combo. That's for compensation. If you want to know what you would make for that. Okay, so these are all under compensation. I'm sorry. So there's text scripts on here. There's memory joggers. So there's so much out here. If y'all haven't been out here to Ellis Engage and looking at some of this, y'all need to go out here. So I was gonna, let me see the one I was looking at. Okay, here we go. If you're wondering about your retention, like keeping your members on, best practices for saving members, you can go out there and read that. They have, okay, this is another one. If y'all haven't printed this one out, this one's great. Life Stages Overview. I've used this so many times because I say this plan is not a get out of jail free card, right? So you have this little 7-page presentation, life stages, taking one step at a time. So we talk about getting married, prenuptial agreement, name change, wills, child custody, child support. It gives you the average cost for these. And it talks about the savings. It talks about getting married, financial decisions. This is what a legal assistant could do. There's so much out here. Getting power of attorneys, doing your will. So then you're living with teenagers, right? Find somebody with teenagers. Traffic tickets. Review agreements for cell phones, student housing, for college. General legal consultation. Then we have caring for elderly parents. This is where I'm at. So, you know, I had to have some power of attorneys for my parents that I didn't know that I would need to do their transactions. So we have that. But this is life stages. This will show you how to it's just a different way of presenting, right? I don't, because people say, oh, well, my brother's an attorney. My cousin's an attorney. I don't need an attorney. So here's what I tell them. I say, well, would you go to a foot doctor if you had a brain problem? Like, a doctor's just not a doctor, right? I mean, if you had a brain problem, you want to go to a neurologist, you want to go to a brain doctor. It's the same thing with legal stuff. You don't want to go, you don't have a general attorney for everything. There's no way they can specialize in 26 areas of law, right? So you want to show people. I actually recruited a guy, his wife was an attorney. And but I had to work with him a little bit because I mean he wasn't fully convinced and he finally saw the light. But you know, it's all in your trust with people. They're going to buy you first. And then they're going to use the product and fall in love with the product. Now, why I'm saying that is because the movie you play in your head is what's going to come to reality. So I want you to think about now where you want things to be a year from now. Okay. Or maybe even shorten it. Where you want to be a month from now. Do you want to say, okay, oh, that's good, Mark. That's good. I don't, if you want, the main thing is the first goal is to be PC qualified every month. That is it. That is the first stepping stone, is to be PC qualified every month. If you get that down, then you're like, okay, then you can start seeing a little bigger, a little bigger. But it all starts with a movie in your head in the beginning. What are you going to tell yourself? Are you going to tell yourself, especially Tom and Adam, you guys are new. Are you going to sit there and say, you know, well, this is what it is. It's just not going to be what I thought. Or are you going to say, well, those people are doing it, so there's a future here, because people will buy you first. And it all depends on your confidence in how you relay the message. Same thing with Valerie. I know that she works with managing sales team. If I got on the phone because I recruited Valerie, but if I'd have gotten on the phone with Valerie and I'd have said, well, I really don't know the answer to all of that, but well, this might work like that. She would probably say, I am not joining this thing at all, because this person has no idea what she's talking about, and she seems very unsure about all this. I can not know anything or not know an answer to a question and sound confident. So if somebody asked me a question and I had no idea what they were talking about, this is how I would handle that. I would say, okay, so let me write your question down so that I make sure I understand exactly what you're saying. And I would write the question down, exactly what they said, repeat it back to them. And then I would say, you know what? Give me 24 hours, because I want to check all my references and make sure what I am telling you is 100% accurate, because I do not want to give you wrong information. Now, that doesn't sound like I don't know what I'm talking about. It just sounds like I'm being responsible in how I'm responding to, that's right, Tom, and up to date. That's good. Is how I'm responding to that person, right? So this is what I will tell y'all this week, because I know we got about 5 minutes left. Write down where you want to be a month from now, like just a month. And we're going to share that next week. So, next week, I've got to tell y'all, I believe that Mark is going to be on here with us next week because he wants to meet you guys. And I told him how proud I was. Our team is growing, and we're just getting in there and getting it done. And so he wanted to meet you guys, and he wanted to, for y'all to meet him. I know on the big screen on Monday morning it's like a lot, and you really can't talk to him. But this will be that opportunity. So y'all definitely don't want to miss next Monday. Then Jim Tanner's going to be on here. I'm not sure if it's going to be the next Tuesday or next Tuesday. And y'all know y'all got to be here for that too. So, because he's like the bee's knees legal shield too. But so anyway, I'm all off track. So, okay, find out where you want to be next month. Okay. Then if you want or need, like me, to help you figure out how to get PC qualified, what does that mean? Even though I send the flyer, you may not know. It's okay. The best times for me is in the mornings before 12 Central Time. And after dinner, I'm usually working my own business. That's when I schedule my client calls. But in the mornings, I'm pretty open most times to help y'all. That's what I leave that time open for. So I'm not rushing around and getting interrupted unless I have my baby here. But y'all know I have to have her. So she's only like a month and a half old. So she's in spoiling condition right now. But so write down where you want to be a month from now and let me help you get there. Okay. and then we're going to work from there. This is not, I mean, it's a big picture business. Like, picture yourself 20 years from now. Like, I already know where I'm going to be, but it's baby steps. It's just one step at a time. Bite the elephant one bite at a time. You can't do it all at once. And I'm going to tell y'all, this hasn't came to fruition yet, but we're throwing it around. My husband is actually thinking about going in the business solution side for Legal Shield, and starting maybe in September. So this is how much I believe in this business. If he can seriously like quit being a welder, and do this is how much I believe in this business, because I mean, we're willing to throw everything in it, right? He's doing some training now. And we're kind of, I mean, you know, he's not old, but he's 58 and his eyes are tired and his knees are hurting. You know, I just like for him to kind of be here all the time. So it's an idea. And I'm having to recruit my husband. So, so he's watching me. And so, I think it's exciting. So, but I'm just letting y'all know that, because this is how much I believe in this. Yes, Tom, this is an every week meeting. Yes. So, all right, you guys, I got like 1 minute left or my Zoom's gonna cut off. Do y'all have anything you want to add? I have 9 minutes left exactly. Do y'all have anything you want to add? Did y'all get anything out of this? Like, did it help? Y'all kind of me here. Tell me.
I think it's nice having a team atmosphere. You know, it always helps. But I haven't done enough to even know what to think about it. I'm glad that you guys are here. So
Good deal. We're glad you're here.
I think it was good, Tammy. I like always learning from a story. And I remember today, you know, I know, Tammy, you know, but I've been going through a training. I start at 3:30 in the morning, and I go for 13 hours around that, and then I continue to work out, which is because my health is important to me, but I've been exhausted. And I just remember today when I was in the kitchen, the messaging is always stay connected, stay connected, stay connected. You know that. And it really helps to keep hearing the same messaging, and those when those challenges come up, you remember something that you've either saw on a video or you know heard on a call. And so it's very helpful, all of it.
Thank you. Thank you. You saying that, y'all go back in your back office and success team. There's a ton of videos in there. You guys that are new, I would go through the sales master class, the introduction to Legal Shield and ID Shield. That will help get your lingo down when you're talking to people. Those are very important. The launch your business. The fast start training is tonight at 7 Central Time in 30 minutes. It doesn't matter if you've already taken it. If you want to retake it and just take it as long as you need to get it down, do that. You know, do that. So, but I just wanted, when Valerie said it, just reminded me about those videos on Success Team. They're really, really good. Anybody else got anything? Adam, we're glad you're here.
Me too. Sorry, got on the what you're saying as far as we listen to what we tell ourselves. Yeah, that's 100%, 1,000% true. 1,000%.
Yeah.
I've been learning. You look. You start. The end is where you begin. You look at where you want to. Then you imagine and you act as if you already are there and doing it. And basically, you will transform yourself to become that. So yeah, it's good stuff. Right on. I'm excited.
Right.
I'm hitting the ground running.
All right. We are excited for you. All right, you guys. Well, Mark, Mike, y'all got anything?
Well, I agree with Adam, and I think I'm a cognitive behavioral therapist coach as well as a pastor, and I believe that any kind of negative thinking is distorted thinking. So I think if you just keep the distorted thinking away from you and concentrate on that positive thing, like Tammy said, I think it all works out.
Amen. That's good. That's good. All right. Well, I don't know. Mark, are you still there? I don't know where he went. He left us. Well, he didn't leave us, turned his camera off. But all right. Well, next week, Mark Riches will be on here as a special speaker. Yes.
Should we bring cookies or anything, or like, we could have like a chili thing? I could bring
Oh, I
corn.
wish. I wish. I'm saying my dream is to have a team meeting at my house once a year. I would love to do that. Then we can bring cookies into chili. So yes, I live in Louisiana, so we're gonna, we're gonna have Cajun. Um, so Cajun is always good. Not good for your health, Valerie. All the grease, but hey,
All right.
we'll have
Tasty.
sugar-free sweets.
Gotta have fun too.
That's right. That's right. So, all right, you guys will call me if you need anything. I am more than happy to help you and would love to. And I'm so excited for y'all, and it is a privilege to be able to lead this team. And we have the Jim's doing his call Thursday morning at 10 a.m. Central Time, 11 Eastern Time. That is centered around team building. And then we're having the team building call Thursday night at 7 Central Time PM. It's called team building call, but listen, y'all, I would encourage y'all to get on there anyway because they talk about all kinds of stuff and it's really helpful. And most of the time, Jim teaches that. So anytime he's speaking, Tom and Adam, you guys are new, listen because like he knows what he's talking about. But he's really good. But all the leaders are him and Chris Corley and Mark. They're all real good. But anyway, I just like I just connect with Jim or connect with him because of the way he just holds your attention, just the way he speaks. He's just great. So anyway, but I love them all. But but I hope you guys have a great night. Need anything from me? Feel free to call me, text me. I'm always here to help you.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Sounds
Y'all are
good.
welcome. Y'all
Thank
have a
you.
great night.
Too.
All right.